And please welcome his opponent from Tottenham, Jeffy Ofori. This is a lightweight contest of 4 arena rounds. Introducing in the red corner, wearing the blue shorts with a white trim. Weighing today at 10 stone and 1 pound and 3 ounces. Making his professional debut from Blackburn, Naheem Chaudhry. And his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the black shorts. Weighing today at 9 stone, 11 pounds and a quarter. With a record of 2 victories from 2 professional contests from Tottenham, Jeffy Ofori. Your timekeeper, John Smith from Lloyd. Your referee, a young referee from South Oxley. This is a lightweight contest of 4 arena rounds. Round 1.
So the professional debut of Jeffy Ofori. Hackney boy, now resides in Tottenham, 2-0. Beg your pardon, as a professional. Naheem Chaudhry, his opponent, in the blue shorts. 4 threes at lightweight, this one. Ofori, aggressive start, left hook landed off the combination. Chaudhry in that kind of Philly shell stance, occasionally just switching to an orthodox high guard, using that front shoulder to try and roll the right hand. Chaudhry a little larger of the 2 men. Ofori the one that's the boss of the exchanges so far. Chaudhry just flicks out that jab, moving away to his left-hand side, trying to get a bit of space to move and work before he catches him moving back to his right, slams the left hook into the body. And moves a little bit like a young Nigel Benn, Ofori. Hunting style, those aggressive hooks slammed into the body, into the head.
This is starting to look like a good matchup.
They're just trying to unpick that guard. There's some light shots to try and draw the eye line. It was a nice shot, just caught Chaudhry. He's got his attention. Chaudhry went southpaw momentarily, or certainly thought about it. Not much by way of response from Chaudhry. This opening minute and a half or so, as Ofori continues to pour forwards. Cutting the ring off well, mirroring the footwork of his opponent. Keep that space in front of him. He likes to work it into short range. Good opener from Jeffy Ofori. Quick start again from Ofori. Aggressive fighter and cuts the ring off well. Just keeps that gap exactly where he wants it. Wherever Chaudhry goes, Ofori just able to maintain the gap and keep the pressure on him.
Yeah, Chaudhry's been forced to have to fight back here.
There's not a great deal coming back from Chaudhry. There are times where he just has to move and cover up. That's the perfect game plan for Ofori, really. Just everywhere Chaudhry goes, he mirrors the footwork, cuts the ring off, creates that short space, because he's the shorter man after all. So really, his imperative is to try and work at mid to short range. And so far, so good.
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely working. As he pitter-patters him, and then goes heavy at the end. This is some good boxing from Ofori.
Just using those lighter shots to try and just open the guard up a little bit and draw the eye line, isn't he?
Yeah.
Disguise the power shots that come behind it.
This is some good work from Ofori.
Chaudhry just looking a little bit bemused here. Hasn't quite got an answer to this. That one's maybe a little bit low. The referee just has a word with Ofori and they touch gloves. Good sportsmanship from him. Snaps that jab out again. Just using those foot feints to drive Chaudhry back towards the ropes.
Chaudhry needs to come up with a plan here. He does look very lost in there. He hasn't really got a clue what to do. High guard, walking forward. Ofori keeping the pressure on, keeping on him, keeping the punches coming. It looks like he's putting a bit more power in them now. This could be over. This could be over very shortly.
Famous phrase, isn't there? Hands up, chin down, and say your prayers. And just at times, that's what Chaudhry looks like he's doing. Just getting towards that rope and just tucking up for all he's worth.
Yeah.
He's got nowhere to go and doesn't seem to have anything in the arsenal to trouble Jeffy Ofori, who's had his own way through these first 6 minutes.
In the Chaudhry corner, he doesn't really look tired. He doesn't look exhausted or anything. I think it literally is he just doesn't know how to handle the fight, how to handle his opponent, to say.
But Jeffy Ofori started quickly and didn't really give Chaudhry any time to relax into any sort of rhythm. I think he's just been on him from the off. And Asinia, I'm sure you know what that's like. You have an opponent that starts incredibly quickly and doesn't allow you to settle into any sort of pattern.
Yeah. Definitely, and it does take you out of your comfort zone a bit, and I think that's probably what's happened here. I think Chaudhry hasn't been able to get into the fight yet. He's not blowing one little bit, so it's not his fitness. We'll see. Hopefully, he might get into the fight in this round, and it might change a little bit. Who knows?
I've got to say, if anything, Ofori almost looks more comfortable and like he's got the bit between his teeth more than even the last round. Just starting to hunt a little bit more, really look for those spiteful shots, sit down on his work too.
Yeah, he's jumping in. He's putting all of his body weight into these shots. He's planting his feet and he's letting them go. Ofori is definitely putting the pressure on.
He just doubled up that right hand moments ago, caught Chaudhry by surprise, and he's just got a spring in his step before he knows he's in charge. His counter right hand.
In the first round, Chaudhry did throw a combination, and it looked like he was definitely going to be fully in the fight in the first round. But I haven't seen nothing like it since. It's like he's let Ofori's power just overwhelm him. We haven't seen no spiteful punches from Chaudhry like since the first round.
Nice feet there from Ofori, just uppercuts on the inside, stepping off to create the angles too. Boxing really, really well. Just crashing right to left into the body. Good variety of work from him too. Body shot there from Chaudhry.
Yeah, that looks like a good body shot.
Just a rare moment. Brought a bubble of ooze from the crowd here, largely because he hasn't really thrown much in the way of anything spiteful in the last 2.5, 3 rounds. Out of nowhere, just slammed that right hook into the body.
Uppercut's coming. Yeah.
Normal service seems to have resumed, and Ofori comes back, left hook, right hand, then the 1-2 through the guard.
That was a good backhand from Chaudhry there.
Seconds out, fourth and final round.
First and last round here. Hopefully Chaudhry comes out and really goes for it. Tries changing the flow of the fight.
Ofori will know at this stage, presumably, that he's pretty comfortable and he's well in charge. Sometimes a case of whether you want to go for the stoppage and boost your record, or whether you just be risk averse. But I think given his body language, he is hunting and he is looking, and maybe just senses that he can get that stoppage if he tries to press the action a little bit more.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go for it this round. He's kept the high work rate up. He doesn't look tired at all. I think we can expect a big load of power punches in this round.
I imagine as a fighter as well, Asinia, you know if you've got 2 or 3 minutes ahead of you, and you maybe get a sense of the kind of opponent you're in front of, you know if you've hurt them before, and you know if there's a good chance of getting them out there or not. Kind of an instinct thing.
Yeah, 100%. He'd definitely be thinking to himself, I'm definitely getting him out of this round. So he's going to throw everything and the kitchen sink at him. He'll probably take some risk as well, but it's worth it at the end of the day if he gets the finish. He's just landed a good body shot there. So yeah, let's see if we can get him out.
Just a trickle of blood from the nose of Chaudhry. Just maybe a couple of these power shots have got through. And again, Chaudhry just drops the guards. A couple of words with his man in front of him, just to try and say, yeah, bring it on, I'm good here. So wherever you like it now, going nowhere. But often that is a sign that he has been hurt.
Yeah. Chaudhry's trying to wind him up. He's trying to wind him up. He's stalking him.
Well, full marks for durability for Naheem Chaudhry.
Yeah, I tell you what, the last 2 fighters we said, they've both been very durable and very fit as well.
He just continues to cut the ring off. Sharp uppercut on the inside. Chaudhry, perhaps a nod of acknowledgement that time. Before he's slamming the shots into the body. Has a look at the referee briefly.
It is good when you see fights like this because you know that both men are going to learn a lot from it. He doesn't just been able to get in there and blow his man out. Easy night's work. Yeah, he's getting his training camps coming into full use, full effect.
Whatever Ofori lands, and however cleanly with whatever force, Chaudhry still just occasionally chucking a few words back at him. I think he may be better off throwing punches than insults.
Yeah.
Well, we come to the end of the final bell, full sportsmanship as you'd expect from these two. I think we're in no doubt as to who's going to take this one emphatically on points. Well, preemptively, we'll say a good win for Jeffy Ofori.
Yeah, definitely a good win. Like I said, he would have learned a lot in that fight. He couldn't get rid of his man, but he kept the pressure up and kept trying. He didn't stop. He didn't feel sorry for himself. So, yeah, that's a good one for Jeff.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of lightweight action, referee Ofori scores a contest 40 points to 36 points. It's your winner and still undefeated from Tottenham, Jeffy Ofori.
Congratulations. I just love watching you box, man. That was relentless.
Thank you, man. But yeah, the pro game is no joke, man. No joke. The guy was tough, really tough. I've been training savagely, and the guy, strong, man. I got so much more to learn.
You landed an awful lot on him. You weren't letting him off the hook in that last round. You really were going for it.
I appreciate it, but I just know I got to work more. This is my coach. We're working well. Got anything to say, Ben?
I thought it was a really good performance, really educated, intelligent performance. I thought the third and fourth rounds, I thought the guy was going to go, but very, very tough opponent. And that's what we need at this stage, the rounds in, the experience, different styles. Yeah, I think we'll do really well.
I mean, your first fight against Joe Beeden, you got the knockout late in the fourth. Your second fight, I was here, Alec Baza, you nearly knocked him out again. You're going to be putting them away when you step up to 6 rounders, aren't you?
Yeah, my next fight should be 6 rounds, so I want to see how they can handle that. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see how they can handle that as well. What's your ambition? You want to looking for titles next year?
I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be doing this. Count on me, man. Count on me. Trust me. Yeah, man.
Well, on that performance, I think we're going to be able to. Jeffy, congratulations. Coach, well done.